In this video, Bitcoin is currently falling out of this ascending triangle. Will Bitcoin go all the way down to a bearish target all the way down here? Or will Bitcoin actually bounce off of this green box straight back into the triangle, just like Bitcoin did just a few days ago? I want to show you what I am looking for. I want to show you what I think is the most likely scenario to play out. And yesterday, many people were very happy that I mentioned Chainlink. In this video, I want to show you the exact target out of this horizontal triangle. Is it possible that Chainlink might go all the way up to this target? Well, I'm going to share my thoughts about that, and if you think that that sounds interesting, then I think that you should definitely watch this video. Hello guys and welcome to the moon. My name is Carl and I'm going to bring you this Bitcoin video. Alright, so Bitcoin is currently falling to the downside here and seem to be breaking out of this ascending triangle that I've been talking about for quite some time. But before I start talking about it, I just want to address something real quick. So yesterday I made a video about the hash ribbon buy signal firing right now. Of course, Bitcoin dumped now in the short term against this buy signal. But just like I said yesterday several times, this buy signal is not a short-term signal and Bitcoin can go down even though we are getting this buy signal. This hash ribbon only indicates dollar cost average accumulation periods for the long term. It's not a trade signal. All right, so this is just to spare me some time so I don't have to answer comments down below later. All right, so what is happening here? Bitcoin actually had this falling wedge and Bitcoin broke up here just like we expected. Well, the target would have been up here at 10,000, but Bitcoin did not really reach all the way up here. But we did see a very nice breakout, which was a very, very nice trade, of course. And I saw many of you actually took this trade based on my analysis. Congratulations for everyone who made some gains off of that. Hopefully you took my advice and also put in a stop loss up here in profit after taking this trade. And here you have the exact example of why we always use stop losses. Bitcoin breaks out, but very, very often we do see price just come straight back down again. And that's why you want to have the stop loss. So you always, you guarantee a profit basically. All right, so now we can probably delete this falling wedge. It's not very relevant anymore. But what is very relevant, of course, still is this ascending triangle. And it looks like Bitcoin is right now trying to break out. And actually, technically, we are breaking out right now. On the daily time frame, Bitcoin has one big candle below it, but we haven't seen a close below yet. And here you have this green box that I've been talking about for the past few days here. This box is very, very important to hold for the bulls. And if we see a breakdown here, then in my opinion, I think that we are most likely going to see a bearish scenario play out here. And I'm going to talk more about the ultimate target down here in just a minute. First, I want to just show you this daily EMA ribbon. This is something that I have shown you several times now because this is extremely relevant for what is happening currently. Let me just show you. If we scroll out, when Bitcoin broke above this ribbon right here, we got a nice bull run. But before then, we did see this ribbon actually act as resistance. And then here, we saw Bitcoin actually break down below this ribbon. So now this ribbon acted as resistance right there, acted as resistance right there and there. But in this exact moment, when Bitcoin broke above this level or this ribbon, we saw a nice bull run. And this acted once again as resistance here, or support, sorry, in this ascending triangle. So support throughout this time. So this logically means if Bitcoin now breaks this level once again, well, we saw a bull run here, we saw a bear run there, bull run here. We should then expect another bear trend to the downside. So where could Bitcoin be heading? Well, first of all, I want to show you this Fibonacci retracement tool because remember, this tool is extremely, extremely important when you predict tops and bottoms. Look at this. From this low, Bitcoin went all the way up here exactly to the Fibonacci golden pocket right up here, as you can see. So it is actually quite likely that this was the top when Bitcoin went up to $10,400 based on the Fibonacci retracement tool, because usually we go into the golden pocket and that is the top. And if we do the same from this point all the way down here, you can see that from the low here, Bitcoin retraced all the way up here and once again exactly into the golden pocket here at 13,800 approximately, and that was the top. And for everyone who followed me back then, you can go back and watch my videos. I was actually able to predict this top even before it happened based on this Fibonacci golden pocket. And then after this top, when we were down here in this triangle, I said several times here that this was most probably the top, and we are most likely going to see sideways or downwards trending action. And you can see that this is exactly what happened. So the Fibonacci retracement tool has many times been able to predict things for me, and this was a great example. And I can go back in time and show you many times where the golden pocket played out perfectly. Let me just show you one more example while I'm already at it. For example, from this high right there down to this low right there, you can see that from this low, Bitcoin once again came all the way up and perfectly in this exact pocket, the 65% pocket, the golden pocket, topped out, and then Bitcoin came down again. And interestingly enough, we can do the same from this top down to this low. Once again, exactly, perfectly in the golden pocket. And yeah, I mean, if you're not convinced by now, then I'm not sure what could convince you. At least now you should know that the Fibonacci golden pocket is extremely important. All right, so let's take this low to this high and take a look at where is the next golden pocket. All right, if Bitcoin breaks down below this ascending triangle and this green support box and the EMA ribbon, then in my opinion, we are seeing the bearish scenario. And my target for the bearish scenario will be the golden pocket down here at approximately 6.2 up to $6,400. You can see this down here is the golden pocket. And yeah, there's not much more to say about that rather than this is a very important Fibonacci level. And as you can see by what I just showed you, this level has clear significance in the history of Bitcoin in the past 3 years. So what is going to happen here with Bitcoin? Am I bullish or am I bearish? Well, I mean, it is of course bearish that Bitcoin is breaking this upwards trending yellow support line. But Bitcoin is still above this very important green support box. And what I'm looking for now is the daily close, the daily candle close. So on the EMA ribbon here and for this ascending triangle, we need to see the daily candle close above the support. So basically back into this ascending triangle. If we see a close where we are right now or below, then in my opinion that is a strong signal that the bearish scenario is starting. But so far it's not conclusive evidence, even though this is of course right now looking more bearish because of this dump we just saw. And this is the drawing I made from yesterday's video. And in yesterday's video, we had just broken down slightly from this triangle. And what I said was that Bitcoin is most likely coming down to test this upwards trending support once again. And what I also said is that, of course, if we break this level, then that is the bearish scenario. And right now it does look like Bitcoin is really trying to engage into this bearish scenario. But we need to remain calm until we see the daily candle close, because the daily candle is very important. So back to this chart here on the daily time frame, we will have to watch this very critical zone here. You can see how the bears actually pushed all the way down here, got a wick down to 8,994 or something like that. And the bulls actually stepped in and defended Bitcoin here. So there is a slight chance here that the bulls might actually be able to push Bitcoin back into this triangle. Actually, we did see exactly this thing happen just a few days ago right here. The bears pushed Bitcoin down below this triangle, but then the bulls came straight back in and just pushed Bitcoin into the triangle again. This is still a possible scenario. And guys, thank you so much for liking my video yesterday. 2.8 thousand likes. Guys, you are amazing. You are the reason why my channel is the fastest growing Bitcoin channel currently. Thank you for being here every day watching my videos. Let's see if we can push this video to 3,000 likes. And by the way, guys, this is Chainlink again. Many of you really appreciated my TA yesterday on Chainlink. I just want to show you, because I did forget to show you the target. So if we treat this as a horizontal triangle, then the target should actually be calculated roughly like this. And then the target would be at 0.00071 Bitcoin, which means that from this level, Chainlink could go up another 40%. Now, of course, this is not something that I want to guarantee by any means. This is simply me taking a look at the technicals, and I am not saying that this is going to happen. This would mean that Chainlink would go into a new all-time high. But I do also want to point out here that it is possible that Chainlink might actually rather be in an ascending triangle rather than a horizontal triangle. And in this case, we might be looking for some resistance up here at the previous resistance, the previous all-time high. And if so, then it is possible that Chainlink might get another leg down and test this very, very significant support line once again, just like Chainlink has done once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5, 6, yeah, many times, maybe 7 times here. So this is something that I'm watching in terms of Chainlink at this exact moment. And of course, an ascending triangle has a bullish bias, so it is likely that we'll break up here rather than down. But just like any ascending triangle, they can break down. Actually, the perfect example is this, the Bitcoin ascending triangle. This looks like it might be breaking down, even though it should be breaking up. But remember, guys, 3 times out of 10, ascending triangles break down. It's actually only 7 times out of 10 that it breaks up, which means that, of course, you should never bet everything on a bullish pattern just because it has a bullish bias. And the same goes with Chainlink. And if we just have fun with this target here, we can see that it will be pretty much the same here. You put this at the point of the breakout, and this gives us a very similar target of 0.00075 Bitcoin approximately. And from that breakout point, that would be an approximate 44% increase in the price. And if you want to trade Chainlink with leverage, you can do so over on Phemex. This is what makes Phemex unique. Just click the link down below in the description. You can get $112 bonus if you deposit 0.2 Bitcoin at least. This is only for experienced traders, but if you are an experienced trader, make sure to use the link down below. And guys, make sure to go down below this video, leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And if you haven't seen this video, then click right there right now, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.